Yeah. Jesus. Ooh. Yikes. Jesus. I am sneezing up a storm. Alright. Let me get my link set up. Let me get my link set up. Copy link. Here we go. And the link. Paste the link. Okay. Well, we're going. Cool. Got 200,000. Always nice to have. 200K. Oh, now y'all can probably hear me. I might get up and get a drink here in a moment. But, we're back. We're going to run some daily miles. I've been trying to run my daily miles, daily workout for, cars that don't really drive much. Any cars that have low miles or something like that. And then always checking out the used car lot, see if there's any cars that I don't have that seem interesting. Ooh, a 70s Super B. I might mess with that. A Subaru WRX. I've never been a WRX kind of guy, but for 45K, it's a fucking great rally car, eh? Fucking great rally car, eh? We'll add it to the wish list. I mean, 30,000 miles on it. I mean, a Mitsubishi Lancer 5. Ooh, twin turbo GTO? Shit. Oh, I don't have a Nissan Z34. I mean, I've got all these top cars, which is nice. I've already got a Z33. Ooh, a Cosworth? Cosworths are fucking cool. For 192? I don't know, man. Ooh, I don't have a 99 S2K? I thought I did. I thought I had a really nice S2K. For 99K, it's got 62,000 miles on it. I might buy an S2K in real life. There's a lot of them. A lot of really nice cars. Let's see, have we uploaded? Have we uploaded? Cool. Alright, we'll get a couple of cars. I don't know. I really like this GTO twin turbo. This 91 GTO. I think I'm gonna fucking go for it. For 42K? Heck yeah. I think we'll rock a 92 GTO. Twin turbo GTO? Fuck, heck yeah. I mean, it doesn't really improve my collector level by much, but Heck yeah, we'll get into it now. We're gonna add that one to the wish list. We're gonna add that one to the wish list. That one's not on my wish list anymore because I have it. I don't think any of these big ones are on. I've already got a fucking GT and a Viper. I mean, I've got a lot of these nice ones. A Supra. I've got a nice Supra already. And you can buy these to have for later. You know, you can buy, like, used ones. We'll add a couple of these to my wish list. I think I'm good on that, though, for now. Hey! What's cracking? How you doing, Sydney? Long time no see. Apparently there's cars in my wish list in Brand Central. Let's see, GTO Twin Turbo. I'm down for that. Let's see what we can run with that. It's probably gonna be a Euro map or a JDM map. Let's see what's at here. That's the one. Ooh. Can I run my quick race in that one? I like that one. That seems interesting. 2.74 miles. Do we run it in Sunset? Heck yeah. Yes. They actually have a race, literally, that's GTRs only. I have a GTR. Well, it's all versions of the Nismo GTR, whether it's a V-Spec, or a 2, or what the case. I mean, I've got all of them. I think my 17's probably my favorite. I don't have that many miles on it. And I put in a bunch of miles on the V-Spec 294. But I'm messing around with buying more cars in this game when I already have a bunch of cars that I hardly drive and then have 0 miles, so might as well buy more. It's usually how it works. I need to get a gaming chair. That's what I really need to get. And I've got the steering wheel and pedals, so we'll see how. I gotta get comfy enough to drive. And I don't know if this GTO should be a manual as far as I know of. I think it's gonna have me at broadcast mode, so I can't hear anything, but hopefully y'all don't hear anything. Hopefully I should be good. Hopefully y'all hear the sound, but we'll see. And I have the shifter. I would love to get one of these cars in real life. What do they got me in second? And it's raining. Lovely. Alright, here we go. We're gonna be nice and slick as I get passed up already. Yeah, I'm guessing it's gonna be a lefty. Oop. Okay, so this map is really tight, narrow. I am wrecking the side of this car. Just got it used. Already wrecking it. It's usually how it works. Third gear, here we go, Corvette. Trying to run this left-handed. That's the hard part. Ooh, ooh. Bapping people. Bapping people. Here we go. Third gear as I'm getting tapped in the back. Love how he's riding in a drop top in the rain. Just like the song. Ooh. Ooh. Mazda. Ooh. Those are nice. Those, ooh. As we wreck right into them. I think that's a RX-8, I want to say. I don't know 100%. Skidding around in the rain here. I'm gonna coast through here just a little bit. Up to third. I like the interior of this car. I like the lights. Lights are nice. Ooh. Mustang Boss 429 leading the pack as I'm running into everything. Alright, well, we cheesed our way to the front. I don't know what they want me to brake for. I mean, I can drift in this thing. It should be rear-wheel drive. I would love to get one in real life. These things are freaking dope. 3 laps, and we're almost done with the first, so I might end up stepping it up a little bit. We might do another run with maybe a different car. Ooh, there you go. Down to second as we are struggling through here. I mean, we took the lead real quick. I might have to coast around in this gear for just a bit. Still getting the handling down for this one. I mean, these cars are sick. I mean, I can't complain about that enough. And it's not even a complaint. I love these fucking cars. Coast. Coast. Oh, we're gonna hit the wall again. Man, I am wrecking this car. No clean race bonus for me today. Racking 90, almost 100 miles an hour. Twin turbo, man. This thing is sick. It is quick with the twin turbo. And that Mustang 429 is right on my tail. I can't even see behind me. I'd have to move the camera enough. Struggling turning these corners in the rain. I'm trying to stay in that high enough RPM range to where I can mostly coast through this kind of like an auto. Ah! Terrible. Terrible. Drop into second here. Coast through as we drift. Hi, bye. Sorry, I'm streaming. Hi, bye. It was good. Oop. Twin turbo Mitsubishi something is basically what it is. We are struggling through here. Take it nice and hard on that one. I mean, GTRs aren't honestly all that expensive nowadays. I mean, you can get a used like '09 one for like 45 to 50K, which if you put 10%, 20% down, which is 5 to 10 grand, you can pretty much get one at a decent interest rate, to be honest. I've looked at getting a GTR. I mean, I'm not saying that they're without their flaws, but I mean, the GTRs are expensive to maintain. It's a twin turbo V6. Basically, it's a twin turbo Altima, if you think about it. All-wheel drive, twin turbo Nissan Altima. And it is 1000% feasible if you put your mind to it. I mean, I got a GT350 and it only took me a year, so it's just takes time, man. I mean, you gotta just put your head down, grind it out, work the hours, do what you gotta do for yourself, make yourself happy. I mean, those are really good big goals if you're wanting to get a GTR. I mean, my brother wants a Hellcat, so I mean, Hellcats are 40 to 50K. What? Here, huh? I haven't touched it. You were the last person to touch it. I haven't touched it. Crawl. Sorry. I know. 8.5 out of my 26 for today. Let's watch a couple laps for a second. I like to watch my shitty driving from time to time. That's a nice looking car, honestly. I mean, it's basically a... I forget what they had it called. They had I don't know if it was an American version. It's a Mitsubishi GTO, but they had it called like the 3000 GT or something like that. I mean, they're dope cars. And I've worked the used car market before. I mean, it's just finding used cars is just all about finding a good deal and making sure it's not too good to be true, make sure it sounds reasonable, and save up, trade it. If you own a car, you can trade it in. Right now, they're giving a lot of people a lot of money for used cars. So, I mean, you can't really Can't really go wrong with trying it out. I mean, the interest rates are really shit right now, but you know, you can get a good deal on some cars. We've got a really nice Mazda Speed 3 in my shop that we're working on. I mean, it's got 24,000 miles. It's a 2011. Thing's a 5-speed manual or 6-speed manual, and it's in like mint condition. If all it's getting done to it is stuff that needed to get done to it over time, but it hasn't been driven from freaking 2010. Look at my fantastic driving. I mean, twin turbo V6. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, it's rear wheel drive or front wheel drive, one of the two, but you can't go wrong with it. Twin turbo V6. See, I just can't control it in the rain, man. Learning to handle the steering while shifting. I mean, I've driven manual long enough to where I can do it in real life, but here in this nice, tight, confined on my desk is not all that fun. I need to get a gaming chair so that I can have a more comfortable setup. We'll skip a couple laps then. Let's see this last lap. What are we doing? In here? Okay. I mean, I don't really care. Just gotta be careful with the stuff you got. I mean, on the dry roads, this car looks dope. If I didn't mar it up, if you see all the freaking dents and shit. See, I like some of these angles. That's a nice looking car. That's a race car right there. Pop-up headlights. Got nice fog lights. Let's see if anybody's suggested any cars. So far, nothing. Yeah, I built mine. Mine's like supercharged or turboed. It just depends on what I'm racing. No, not yet, because I was still learning how to handle this, and that thing's freaking like got like 1,000 horsepower. It's hard to handle with this little steering wheel. I mean, I don't know what map I'm gonna do it on. I'd have to find something more open. It's terrible. They don't have many Shelbys. They only got the GT350. I think they have an older GT350. Let me see. Well, we put our daily lap on that one. Let's see if there's any. There's the Blue Moon. Let's see. Lake Louise is, I know, different. There's Daytona. They have the regular circuit for the Daytona. Let's see. On my GT350, man, I've got 433 miles on this bad boy. Need to edit it though. Will it let me? Can I edit it from here? No. Dang. It's gonna make me back all the way out here to the main screen and go mess with it. If it's gonna be the Daytona Speedway, I'm gonna want fast, which means I want turbocharger and not supercharger. Beautiful. See, I would love to get one in that color. That's freaking sick. See, man, I miss mine. I had one for a hot year and a half. Best year and a half of my life. Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about it. So we want. Oh, I've got supercharger, so I want my high-end torque. So that's. Yeah. If I get another one, I'm getting an R. I'd get a red one. I mean, it'd be sick. I'm not gonna go get another one and just get a black one. I'd want to get one I want. Get a red R with the wing and low miles. I'd love to get a Heritage. I'd want a white one with the blue stripes. Classic. Yeah, they have the tri-oval. Shit. do it at evening. We're gonna bump it up to intermediate and see if I can handle 2 laps in this overpowered monster. And I have soft tires. Are probably gonna start me in 3rd, knowing them.
Is it a rolling start?
Yeah, always a rolling start. Yeah, just got me in 2nd, up to 3rd, 4th. Getting bumped already by Ferraris. Good lord. Going up against frickin' supercars in this one. I'm gonna max out my frickin' revs. I don't have anywhere else to shift. I'm in 6th. It's about as good as it gets. Oop. They don't knock me off. I mean, we went up to intermediate, so, I mean, it's all power and driving at this point. Coming around you here, bud. I mean, this thing is ridiculously overpowered. With the steering wheel, it feels really nice, though. And it handles like a dream, especially with going 209 miles an hour around a turn like this. Good lord. I mean, you can't get much more than that. I was only 2 laps, good lord. I mean, that car looks fantastic though. Only 3,100, 5.5 miles. We'll watch this real quick. It only took like a minute and a half. God, it sounds great. Look at all the freaking supercars that I'm racing against. I mean, that's ridiculous. 200 something miles an hour. Had me in 6th gear the entire time. Straight race car. I caught up to him and just swung right by him. I mean, Gran Turismo does a fantastic job with graphics. Realism's a little off, but they're getting better. Hopefully Gran Turismo 8. Probably gonna be on the PS5, which is what I'm gonna have to do next. Everything is so expensive. Huh? That sounds suspicious. Let's see. What's our next one gonna be? Probably something I haven't driven yet. Let's find another map. Let's go to Europe. I liked the 24-hour Le Mans. Broad Bean. Yeah, it's called the Broad Bean Raceway. Broad Bean. Let's see, what car can I ride? Highest one I have is my frickin' Maserati. I do somewhere in here. I'm just looking to see what cars I can drive that I don't ever drive that have 0 miles on it. Let's see. Got a lot of them. Oh, we've got the A86 Corolla. A couple of my GTRs I haven't driven yet. Corvette convertible. C7 Corvette. Ooh, Camaro SS. And it's yellow. Gross. And it's rainy. I don't want it to rain. We'll do it in the morning. We'll see if we can last 2 laps in intermediate. Alright. Let's see. Rolling start. What gear are you gonna leave me in? Second? Probably third? Put me in fourth. Oh, there goes a LFA. What the fuck? So an SS apparently is in the same class as a frickin' Lexus LFA. Okay, bud. I don't know what crack you're smoking, but you are wrong. That is still a $250,000 car right there. Oh my goodness, this thing is ass. Can't see shit. I want an LFA though. Need to find out how much one of those in here costs. Nope. Oh, hit the LFA. Whoops. My bad. What the heck is that? Oh, a Citroen GT Viper SRT10. Oh, they want me to stay in fifth. Okay. I guess I can take this turn going fifth. Even though I really can't. I kinda did. Getting a little sideways. Taking third. Jump down second. Getting a little squirrely. I guess I can stay in fourth on that one. Didn't handle too bad. I mean, it totally could have handled better. I want an LFA though. Fucking V10. I'll have to look and see how much Lexus wants for an LFA. Probably $500,000. Knowing them. go find out. I want an LFA. We're at 19 out of my 26. I have special gifts in my garage. Let's see what those special gifts are. Oh, I thought it was 200k on top. Ooh, and a 6-star roulette wheel ticket. Ooh, I get an engine. Make it a V8. Looks like a 6. Ooh, that is a V8. Sick. I could sell it. I can go buy a car. Let's see how much the LFA is, because I want a fucking Lexus LFA. Let's see. There ain't gonna be a used one, I can tell you that much. That's gonna be Asia Pacific, Lexus, LFA better be in there, dude. Oh, it is 1.5 million. Are you serious? Damn, I got a ways to go, dude. The LFA is so cool. They hella tossed that in there on purpose. They 1000% tossed that in there on purpose just to fuck with me. And of course, it's a new car. It's a V10. It's an LFA. It's fucking perfect. Even though it's like 13 years old, it's still fucking perfect. Everyone's like, oh, it's a Lexus. Dude, it's a Lexus. It's a V10 Lexus. You can't go wrong with it, dude. That thing is insane. I mean, the LC500s are freaking cool, because, I mean, in real life, they're over 100k. You can find some used ones for decent prices, but it's a 5.0 Coyote. Basically, it's a Toyota 5.0, which means it's super reliable. I mean, they've got their Z34, which I'll just get a used one at some point. Here's their 2017 GTR. Ooh, they have the new Performance Z. They have a GTR GR4. Ooh, they have a Nismo GTR, which I don't think I have the Nismo one. I have the regular one. And then they've got this Nissan Concept GTR. Yeah. That's pretty freaking cool that they were able to dump an LFA in there, though. I like the LFAs. They're freaking dope. Alright, well, we put a couple miles on the Camaro SS, so let's see what else we have to work with. I mean, Willow Springs apparently has a nice thing in it. Special Stage is cool. Fisherman's Ranch, Daytona Speedway was fun, Michelin Road, Atlanta. Ooh, this is over where I live. I live near Atlanta. Let's see what some cool cars are that I can pull in there. Got some cars with no years. That Living Legend I have 104 miles driving. That's pretty cool. 429 Corvette convertible, Z28 Camaro. I mean, in terms of miles, let's see. Got a 2018 Focus RS. I'll probably take that one on pretty well. 911 GT3 and an 01. I have no miles on a frickin' 2015 Mustang. I am shocked with myself. What? Can I enter in with this one? Oh, heck yeah, I can. I'll win 37 grand. Heck yeah, 3 laps, say less. I'll have to see if it has the paddle shifter. If it has the paddle shifters, then I know it's I know it's an auto at that case. Kinda hope it is, because I don't like having to reach over and shift. I can just use my paddles and shift it. We'll see if it handles very well. I mean, this is a super low tier race. Totally should race some higher tier stuff. But I like the easy route sometimes. Let's see what it comes up as. Do I have paddle shifters in there somewhere? I do not. It is the manual. Beautiful. Well choiced. 400 horsepower, 4-piston Brembos in the front. Well, I know the performance pack came with... Ooh, we are way low. We are ass on this one already. It does not have the high RPM range that I like on my... Like my GT350 had a really nice... fuck. Had a really nice 8250 redline. Oop, we're gonna coast through here. Gonna drop down to second. A lot of rear end torque on this one. A lot of rear end torque on that one. And we're gonna coast. Coming up behind another Mustang. Drop it into third. Pull into fourth. I'm gonna float. Coast it, and second, high gear in second, go third, shift to fourth. Ooh, cut the line on that one. It'd be nice if you kind of, you know, saw me coming a little bit as you hit me. Give it some gas, get the shift. I mean, this thing would be dope supercharged. And these 5.0s are a really good platform to boost. They handle it really well. And they have a decent redline. I mean, 6,500 is not bad at all, but considering you can get a Honda with like a 7K to 8K redline, or you can get a Shelby with an 8250, and there's some of those Volkswagens with a 10,000 RPM limit or 9,500, and it's ridiculous. I mean, we're climbing up a little by little here, trying to be as like to the track as I can. There's an older Camaro, and I am shifting a little before the red line, but trying to handle it a little more realistically. Here we go. I'm just gonna gas it right past you there, bud. We're not doing terribly here. A nice high third. Coming up here, we're gonna float it down, brake into this corner, drop down to second, take it high as well, wrapped around, high rev it. I'm gonna definitely cut the grass on that one. Absolutely cut the grass here. Stay in third. See if I can cut this corner here in third. Keep it high. I mean, lower gears you get more power and torque and get off, but sometimes if you can coast in third for most of it, you can keep good speed, and that's the main problem, is keeping good speed through your turns, and that's how you're able to catch up. And you want to maintain good traction, which, I mean, stock, this thing isn't all that great, but you put some mods in it, and you know, you're good to go. And here we go, nice straightaway here. Final lap. Will we catch up to him? I highly doubt it. I think we're going to take a hard fifth on this one. I mean, they're all bunched up right here, so... Oh, and we're going to hit the dirt on that one. Will we cheat a little bit? Absolutely. And are we gonna miss it? Absolutely we are. Yeah, took 5th on that one. Played it a little safe. Sir. Yikes. Sir, I don't think you're supposed to do that. I think you're supposed to have that in not in pieces. Alright, did our daily miles. Very nice. We'll watch the GT here for a second. I mean, I definitely got my butt beat on that one. I was definitely not as aggressive as I could be. I mean, could I get one? Absolutely. I could go get one of these older GTs. These are actually pretty cheap nowadays. You can get one for 15, under 20K, and you can get a 15 or 16 GT. If you're lucky, you can find one with the 10-speed. The 10-speed autos are dangerous. The MT82 is an absolutely terrible transmission, so I would never recommend anyone get one with one of those. But if you Tremec swap it, you're chilling. But for a good 5.0, good builder car, right there. Very fun cars. The fact that I only got 5th is kind of disappointing, but is what it is. I mean, had a Viper, a 70s Charger, another GT, and a Cosworth, man. And it's also, I mean, I don't know the map. I mean, if this is on a straightaway map, I mean, a lot of these cars I'm driving are gonna do just fine. Just because they're more torquey, long, high-end horsepower versus anything else. Let's see, what else do we have that's pretty fun and exciting? Honda Fit Hybrid, hell yeah. I have a Berlinetta. I mean, I'll give the Berlinetta a go. Oh, it's gotta be US only, huh? Sunday Cup has to be US only. I mean, I have some freaking phenomenal US only cars. Oh, I have an SRT Tomahawk. I have my Hellcat. I'll fuck around. Should I fuck around with my Hellcat? Hell yeah. For 40K? Fuck it. Let's blow them up. And it's an auto, so I ain't gotta worry about shifting. It's a Hellcat Charger. They didn't make any of those with a manual. It's only column shifters and the 8-speed ZF 8-speed. That Torque Flight transmission is actually really, really good, and I would love to completely engine swap the Jeep into an 8-speed auto. I think that would be cool. If we put a newer model Hemi in it with an 8-speed and you harness it all right, you can probably make it really nice. And I like the exterior of those old ones. You just, you know, mess around. So 900 horsepower Hellcat with stupid brakes. This thing is absolutely ridiculous. It has got way too much horsepower for what it is. Oh, and a little too much gas on that. That is crazy. I mean, I can probably coast through most of this in third and fourth. Right through here. And way past everybody on that straightaway. coast right through here. I've got good grippy tires. Soft compound is where it's at. Just keep it in fourth, which is almost a third gear. And it grips, it's just so much power. It's got almost 1,000 horsepower. The straightaway is terrible. And the brakes are pretty good too. I mean, it's got the top of the line carbon ceramics. That carbon ceramic brake upgrade. Floating through here. Pulling up on this Viper and this Corvette right here. We're gonna cut right through, jump in front of that Corvette here, handling very nicely through these turns. Being a Charger, known for straight lines. That Viper should be handling these turns a lot better. And like I said, we can keep it in a high fifth, and it's gonna keep its composure. That Viper being right on my tail. I mean, those Vipers are no joke either. I would love to get a Viper. Those things are mean, dude. Tremec 6-speed, V10, 600 something horsepower, if not more. There's 8th. That's top of the line. That's 177 miles an hour already. I mean, I've gotten this thing up to like 220, I think. Those are really nice brakes. Keep it in fourth. Come around that bend and just floor it. Oop. Ooh. Oh, we're done. We're done. It's going to jump me back to the track. What position is it going to put me in? Still in first. Ooh, that's how torquey this car is. That's crazy. Final lap. I mean, foot to the floor, this thing is ridiculous. You really gotta feather it. You can't just floor it or it will lose its shit. I mean, having to drive it with a actual steering wheel, I mean, it's crazy. You don't ever think about it, and that's why a lot of these kids total these freaking Hellcats, because they don't know how to handle 700 horsepower. I mean, now granted, this is 900, so 700 is going to handle a little bit better and not be as torquey, because it's also not going to be on a performance transmission tune like this is. But still, 700 horsepower for a 21-year-old kid is not a good combination for somebody that's never handled high horsepower. I mean, because they're coming from driving a Nissan frickin' Altima or a frickin' Honda Civic to going to driving 700 horsepower all because they got approved and then they total the car or they, you know, whatever. Like, that is ridiculous. I mean, I missed my Challenger. My Challenger was really fun to drive around in. I mean, this has a high-end Torx supercharger on it instead of just the stock high whine. So you can see, basically, when I would get up into the higher gears, it would absolutely start to lose it because it had that. They do. I mean, it's still a V6. I mean, it's the same V6 engine that they put in the GTR. I mean, those Ultimas, that's what people don't think about, is the GTR is literally the same V6 engine, same 3.5 V6 they put in an Ultima. It's just twin turboed, so it can handle the power. Man, that thing is stupid loud. I mean, just look at how fast it closes the gap. I mean, Hemis and those 6.4s or 6.2s or 5.7s, they all have a really nice sound to them. Like, they really know how to get a good sound. Hellcats sound fantastic with a good exhaust. And they're, like, loud as absolute shit. Like, they are stupid loud. I do just want to see me lose it on this, because you'll see me, yep, right there. Like, I was tapped it a little too fast, and that thing just loses it. So much horsepower in such a small little car. I mean, 900 horsepower, even though that thing weighs 4 tons, or 2 tons, it weighs like 4,000 pounds. I mean, that's still power to weight ratio. You're putting almost 1,000 horsepower down to 4,000 pounds. And I mean, and this one's probably got so much weight reduction on it, it probably only weighs like 2,800 or 3,200 pounds. That's why the Terminators were so dangerous. Good lord, I mean, just goodbye. Flying by, I mean, that's ridiculous. And those huge frickin' brakes. My little drag pack I got on there with my soft compound racing tires give me the best grip. It sounds so good. I mean, I love the ones that just say SRT on it. They don't have like the Hellcat badge on it. And this one's got a wide body kit on it too, which allows me to fit much wider tires. Which I found out today that the width of your tire actually doesn't help. You want it to be a wider rim and a smaller tire. So if you have like a 9-inch wheel, which is where you go by diameter, so if you look at your wheel size, tire size, if you have, for example, a 235, 45, 17, that's going to be your width and your height and your diameter. So on like a Hellcat, you're going to run like a 305. This one I think has 305 or 315, probably 40 or 35 20s or 19s. And so they did testing, and I watch a handful of videos to learn about my stuff because that's what my job's about. And smaller, if you're tracking a car, now for me the way I track it is I want to drag race it. So I want a staggered setup. I want big meats in the back to hook, and I want skinny tires in the front to just guide it. But when you're road coursing it like this, you would want a setup that is you'd want to have, for example, you'd want like if you have, so I have 8s. I have 17 by 8s. Oh, there's me losing it. Dang, man. I just gassed it a little bit too. I got lucky, it jumped me right in front of the Viper, otherwise I would have had to catch up to the Viper. But you would want, so for me I have 17 by 8s, and then realistically if I was to track it and road course it, I would want probably a 225, 45, 17, and that's going to give me the best handling on a road course. If I went to a 9-inch rim, I would want the 245, 45, 17 by 9s. They actually proved that having wider tires on a smaller wheel, so if you went with a 245 on an 8-inch, you're going to lose time because it's a lot of surface area and it's a lot of friction, it's a lot of drag that you're having to deal with, and it doesn't handle as well. Now they used BRZs, which, you know, is what it is. It's kind of a one-off. I mean, it's different than a Mustang or a Challenger or Charger. Pretty cool as a Challenger, though. I mean, if it's a V6 or a 5, probably either a V6 or a 5.7, unless he got, you know, a nice scat pack or something like that, which is also really common. The Dodge really blew up the past couple of years, so everything sold. You had V6s, you had 5.7 Hemis, you had the 6.4 scat packs, you had the Hellcats, which were the 6.2 with the supercharger. You got the Hellcat Red Eyes, which are basically, it's a tuned up Hellcat, and they have 797 horsepower, and then you got the Demon, which is 808, and then you got the Demon 170, which I believe they're 1,000 horsepower out the factory. But no, Dodge does a really good job with you know, what they build in terms of like going fast, but it's mostly in a straight line. They don't really build stuff for, you know, handling around corners. But no, cars is all I'm about. I love my cars. I am in a job where I'm finally in the industry that I get to be, you know, involved in and be happy with, where I get to really work around cars and get to have fun with them and build them and do all the cool things with them. Let's see, has anybody given me anything? Nothing yet. Alright. Well, then we're going to keep going with fucking around with some cool cars, because this is actually the course that I might end up going and driving on. There's a Lanier Raceway over here as well, but I know this is the Road Atlanta if I ever wanted to race on that. Let's see, what other cars would be fun to take on this thing? C8 Corvette's always cool. Oh, a Miata. I think my Miata has like 250 horsepower. 7 miles on my Mustang. Ooh, where's my Audi? Where's my Audi R8? Oh, man. Oh, it's gotta be a USA car. Okay. Oh, I can even look at the weight. So, my Hellcat weighs in here 3,100 pounds, which is stupid power to weight ratio for being 952 horsepower to 3,100 pounds, 3,150. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, my Shelby is the only thing that beats that with being 779 horsepower at 2,700 pounds, which is stupid fast. And then my Supra, my Mark IV Supra with 762 horsepower has 2,500 pounds, which is also not an American car. So I need an American car. Let's see what I've got. Other than the Charger, other than the Shelby, I have an SVT Raptor, but that weighs 6,000 pounds and is 700 horsepower, which I would love to get a Raptor in real life. We've got the ZR1. Ooh, I like these Corvettes. We'll mess with that one. That one has got some pretty cool stuff in it. And that one should be a manual, so I'm going to have to handle that a little bit better. We'll find out how that handles. We'll see if we can get first. I mean, I don't know if I actually messed with anything on this car. My hair's going a little crazy. I do have to go to bed soon. I do work tomorrow, but tomorrow is Friday for me, which this week has gone by pretty quickly, and I've actually been... And see, that's the crazy thing with a job that I love. I mean, the week has gone by so much faster. I mean, I know we did have a short week. We were off Monday, but even being off Monday, I thought this week was going to go by a little bit slower. There we go. Oh, yeah. This car is fucking... Oh man, these had a heads-up display? No way! Is that for real? If that's the case, now I want one. I've never been a Corvette person either. Like, you can ask anybody that knows me, I'm not a Corvette guy. At all. But that is really cool. I've never raced this thing with the heads-up view. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think this is a C7? Or maybe it's a C6. C6 Corvettes are nice, but... I know plenty of people that have them, but I don't know if I would ever want to own one. I mean, it's got a nice 220 mile per hour speed limit tachometer. I'm pretty sure I've got this thing supercharged. There's that Cosworth. There's a GTO, Pontiac Firebird. Here we go, nice straightaway here. Good lord, how fast this thing gets. 160? It doesn't even seem like it's trying. And if this is on a stock block 350... Oh yeah, this thing's super. You can hear it. You can hear the little bit of whine. I mean, I know to you guys are probably hearing this like crazy. Oh, getting off course here a little bit. It can take it. It can take it. God, this thing, ooh, insane. That is the one thing that I like about this game, is I get to play and drive around in cars that in real life, I mean, I might at some point. I mean, I might go test drive a Corvette at some point, but it's just never really been my thing. I've always been a Ford guy, and it's just I don't know what it is. It's just one of those things where, and even newer Fords, my Shelby, as much as I loved that car, fly past this guy. As much as I loved my Shelby, oh, I guess not. I'm gonna bump draft him on that one. I always felt more at home in those SN95s, those new edges, the 94 to 04 Mustangs. Oop. Whoops. Ripped the engine. And, so, like, that's why I'm debating on what my next car is going to be, because as much as I love the Shelby GT350 and it being one of my favorite cars and I really want to get another one, it's just the feel and the look of a new edge might just keep me... Oh, we have lost it. Trying to multitask. There we go. Get some good speed on these. Put these big brakes to work. The Terminator in 2003 and 2004 has such a fantastic power to weight ratio that, I mean, I can't just say no to it. I mean, it's so hard to want to not get one of those, you know? Because it's technically like 420 horsepower on a platform that weighs pretty much nothing. I mean, it weighs like 2,800 pounds, if less. And it's a really nice, fun car. It's powerful, it's loud, it's eye-catching. You have the Cobra on the side. I mean, you can't really go wrong with it. And so it's just one of those cars that I've always wanted to have a Cobra, and even looking into like 99 to 01s, because they didn't make one in 2002, that I would love to get one of those, but those are stock. Those are a 320 horsepower car, which compared to the stock GT, which I have now, and that only has 260 horsepower to the wheels, or on paper, to the wheels it's about 240, 230, which again is nothing to slouch at being a V8. You know, I mean, for it being a 23-year-old car. Oop, we're losing it, little bit. Oop, I'm gonna take this a little bit harder. There we go. Can't see over the bridge there. I think that was our last lap. Man, that thing looks nice. Big, and that's the nice thing and the cool thing about Corvettes is they are literally built like, you know, race cars, because they've got the big, meaty, wide I mean, I've seen some Corvette tires that are like 335, 35, 19, 345, 355. I mean, they are wide as absolute hell. We'll watch a lap or two of this. I just love hearing, I mean, that car sounds fantastic. So burbly, I mean, that's, man, look at that Corvette. Look at that older one. I mean, look at how this one handles, though. Nice deep dish wheels. I think I picked those out custom. Well, those might be stock. I could be wrong. Got the diffuser in the back. It's got the lip in the front. Lots and lots of downforce. I know a bunch of people that have had these Corvettes. Oh, it's got the hood with the clear see-through, so you can look at the supercharger. That's so cool. I'm pretty sure I built that. I can't even remember when I got that. Definitely got custom wheels on that one. I mean, just the way it puts power to the ground is really cool. Hear it burbling. I mean, oh man, it takes those corners so beautifully in those lower gears. It's all about getting that power to the ground. That's all that racing is about. Is if you're spinning, if you're not spinning, you're winning. You know, because when you sit there and you have too much power and not enough weight to back up the power, then you're losing. I mean, you're not making any progress. You're spinning in place. You know, there's no such thing as not enough horsepower. It's just not enough traction. So that's where you go and get big, meaty drag radials, or you just go wider tires. The wider tire you go, the more grip you have, the more surface area you're gripping. So that's why Corvettes are really well built, because they go off of, instead of having a drag pack stock with the horsepower that they put out, they have a wider tire setup that puts more traction to the ground because of how wide it is. Whereas if you look at some other cars, again, performance like Lamborghinis and stuff, those things are 19, 22s, 21s, but they're putting 305s, 315s, you know, they're big, wide tires. Corvettes are freaking insane, because if you look at the real, like from the back, the wheelbase, their wheels go so far inside, it's insane. So they can put those big, meaty tires on it. And I've done a couple Corvette wheels before. I mean, it's how fast these things can get. Their aerodynamics are insane. They're very fast, low to the ground cars that handle the power and the wind resistance very well. So did the Viper. The Viper was made for that. Viper also being one of my favorite cars. Such a loud car. There's only one Corvette I would get if I got one, and it'd either be one of these or it'd be an older one with the pop-up headlights, because those pop-up headlights are pretty cool. I mean, you can't go wrong with pop-up headlights. So, alright, we watched enough of that one, so we'll jump into maybe one or two more and then call it a night. Grab some dinner, take a shower, go to bed, enjoy my Friday. Hopefully I get paid tonight, which should, if everything goes well. So we got first on that one, got a reward on that one. There's weekly challenges, which okay. So I can just go straight there. What do I need to have? Any road car. I just need to win it. Completion, anything above third. Okay. I mean, that's not hard. I mean, I might try and knock out these weekly challenges, because if I do all 5, I get frickin' 3/4 of a milli, which means I could probably be pretty close to getting an LFA, and I would love to get an LFA in this. The Berlinetta that I have no miles on has 730 horsepower. I have never really raced a Ferrari, but F it. Or do we... Oh, man. I'm gonna blow everything out of the water. Do I go with the Hellcat? F it. We'll go with the GTR on this one. GTR it is. No shifting required. Paddle shifters only on the GTR. 5 laps on the Northern Isle Speedway. This is gonna be ring around the rosy in this one. I need to get at least third. I mean, if this is how all 5 of them are going to be, I mean, I'm going to coast through these real quick. Let's see how we got. I mean, it's a smaller map. Ooh, as we start running into everybody. This is unfair. Whoops. I mean, I believe this is either a... This might be an 8-speed auto. I'm not sure how many speeds they have. This is unfair. Am I going to lap these poor cars? All-wheel... or maybe it's... I think it's an M8, a newer model M8, and then he's got a Mach 1, like a 71 Mach 1. And he has a GTR. God. I'm gonna lap one of them. I mean, GTRs have been... And what's funny is them being all-wheel drive makes them dailyable and practical, because it's also a twin-turbo V6. Uh-oh. Internet is struggling. My internet is struggling. I'm sorry if this cuts out for y'all. Well, we got one of my weekly challenges done. Super crackly exhaust on that one. Time to check the internet. Let's see, hopefully it didn't cut out on y'all. Might have just dropped a little bit. I don't know what it popped up and said. Turn the volume off, that's what I want. I want to see. Okay, well I guess not. Well, I mean it still shows I'm on the air, so I'm okay with that. Enjoy your golf. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's see, we're gonna try and knock the rest of these out. I've got a little bit of time. Let's see, we got 6 days left. So, special event, GTR Cup, completion conditions. See, that mountain circuit's gonna be difficult. It's not available yet. Why is it not available yet? Do I have to go in order? Maybe? Nope. Let's see. Needs to be a Porsche. Do I have a high-level Porsche? Oh, that works. So as long as it's a Porsche. I mean, I have a Carrera GT. It has to be a 911 GT3 RS. I don't know if I have a 911 GT3 RS. I don't think I have a GT3 RS. I was excited. Do I have a 911? I don't have a GT3 RS. I don't think I can afford a GT3 RS. Is it gonna make me go in order, or can I, like, jump? I can jump. Okay, well, road car, UK, Germany, France, Italy, or Australia. Oh, shit. I didn't want that. I wanted to pick a different car. I don't think I have a GT3 RS. I think I'm gonna have to go look and see how much one is. I don't think they got a used one either. Man, watch, they probably had one on the used market and I totally passed it up at some point. Which would be sad, if that's the case. I'm gonna have to change the car though. Yeah, I gotta back out. I have a 911 GT3, but it's not an RS, not a rally sport. Change car. Well, it's just gotta be European. So, that's German. Audi is German. Heck yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, my Audi is German. What do you mean? A4 or Audi R8 Quattro, all-wheel drive, frickin' V10. You can't get better than that. I think mine's even supercharged and wide-bodied, probably. Whatever I've done to it. We just need to win. Of course, I don't think it's going to be manual because it's a newer one. The older ones I think were. Just depends. We'll see what they stick me in here. Is it a manual? I can't tell. I'd have to look. Nope. Paddle shifters. Ooh, look at the handling. Good lord. Such a sharp turn. See, this thing has a 9,000 RPM limit. And it takes so long to get up there. I mean, and what's funny is the Audi TTS is literally a mini version of this car. It's the TT, I think it's the TT Sport, and it's like a red or something. Oh, damn. And this thing handles very nicely, surprisingly. Very little understeer on this car. I mean, again, it's all-wheel drive, so it's instant torque to the ground every time. Popcorn out the back. Right past the M3. I mean, this thing handles so phenomenally. I mean, I found an R8 for about 68 grand. Which, I mean, I know I talk about that like it's not a lot of money. It really is. But if you play your cards right and you do your finances well and you save up, you pay off your debts, you get your credit up, you can get one. I mean, and if you get into a job where you make good money, climb your ladders, and grind your way up, and don't settle, you can definitely get these. I mean, they're fantastic, fun cars. I mean, I know a guy that's in real estate, and real estate's hard to battle against because someone in real estate can make like a $20,000 commission in one day, you know, and then not have to work for freaking like 4 weeks, if not a month, or, you know, well, I mean, 4 weeks is a month, but, you know, not have to work for months if they really don't want to. It's just like car dealerships. I mean, car salesmen can sell 10 cars in a week and then not really have to try at work. I mean, they can go to work and watch Netflix for a month and then, oh, hey, I need to sell 3 or 4 more cars to stay on top and da-da-da-da-da. But those aren't like guaranteed jobs or commission jobs. They're based on knowing your market. And if you're not in the right market, then you're not going to make very much money. God, this thing sounds great. I would love to hear one of these in real life. I mean, the V10 isn't going to sound as good as an LFA's V10, but, you know. Still a V10. Got nice big brakes. I mean, these cars are ridiculously expensive to maintain as I lose it in the dirt. Can I jump back? Oh, I got it. You saved it. Lots of popcorn on that one. See how it's such a wide turn because it handles so well. Like, I mean, these smaller, sharper turns, or smaller, less sharp turns I can take with very little understeer, but going into these tighter, sharper turns like this, you really got to hit the brakes on it and you really got to slow down just a bit. It's just you really don't want to get into first if you can help it. First is your launch gear, and it's just not a good gear to be in. You really got to get out of it fast. So if you're gonna dive into a corner, you mostly want to stay about second gear if you can help it. I mean, if you can float around in third, you're going to be okay. But if you can stick in second and third for most of the race, you're in your like power gears, because that's you getting out. That's you getting all your torque. And you get into your high RPMs. See, right at that red line, that neckline, where you hear that screaming a little bit of the engine. You hear it really pushing itself. Like me coming around this. hitting that nice perfect shift point is where you want to be. And there's my finish. I mean, these things are so beautiful cars. Like, oh man, and I mean they're considered like a luxury sports car. It's an Audi, you know. So we'll watch a little bit of it, if not maybe the whole thing. And it's such a mean-looking car. I mean, it's an aggressive, it's a powerful car, it's a nice car, beautiful car, you know. And you can't really go wrong with it. Now, could I afford to own one if I had one? Absolutely not. The maintenance on these cars are ridiculous. I mean, you've got what looks like 6-piston Brembos in the front. It looks like you've got, I want to say, 6s in the back, but I could be wrong, and I might say 4s in the back. But I know that it's 6-piston Brembos in the front. I know that it's 4-ish or 6-ish pistons in the back. So brake pads and rotors, and they're carbon ceramic. So they're going to be performance hat rotors, which means that they're going to be expensive. My Shelby's rotors were about, no, it looks like it's got 6s in the back. So it looks like it's 6-piston rotors in the front, or 6-piston calipers and 6-piston calipers. So it's all the way around it's 6s. You've got wide as hell tires. You've got, I think, 20s for wheels. You've got a V10, which probably takes close to 12 quarts of oil, if not more. I mean, the maintenance on these things is ridiculous, but worth it? Absolutely. I mean, you can't beat driving one of these. Would these be great to lease or to rent? 100%. To own, practicality, maybe. I mean, it just depends on your finances. It depends on your, financial situation. If you, have enough to where you can afford to do that, by all means, you go wild. You do that. You do what makes you happy, you know? Man, still no suggestions, huh? I mean, we're just gonna keep running our own. I will keep running my own on these weekly things. And see how quick it gets up and accelerates. And they guzzle gas. I mean, it's a V10. Ford had a V10 they put in their trucks that was a 6.8 liter, I want to say. Absolute gas guzzler. Like, ugh. Like, you could not get much range out of those. I mean, would I love to have one? Would I enjoy driving one? Would I test drive one? 1,000%. And I mean, I'm hoping that with my career that I can get to a point where I am enjoying the financial freedom to go into looking at some of these high-end cars. Now, would I buy one long-term? Probably not. Would I rent one? Would I lease one? Would I, like, I wouldn't even lease one. I would probably just rent one for a couple weeks or for a week or two and just enjoy that, you know? That would probably be where I get to at some point, and have my cars that I know that I love 5 days a week, 7 days a week, every day. Walk out, see it, be in love with it, instead of one of these where it's just another fancy car. It's just like a Lamborghini. I mean, everyone says the Lamborghinis are one of a kind, but you see them all over the internet. You see them all over the place. I mean, they're just not. They're common. as common as anything, just because you see them all the time. Whereas like a built Mustang, a built Challenger, a built Camaro, even a Camaro. Like I'm not even a Camaro guy, and a built Camaro is very nice to see. It's cool to see on the road versus seeing like a Lamborghini. You see a Lamborghini, you're just like, oh look, a Lambo. You know, oh man, it's a Lambo. You see a GTR, you see a GT500, you see even a GT350. Like, those are so much rarer because they don't make those anymore. They still make Lamborghinis. I mean, you can go get a Murcielago, you can go get a Gallardo for, you know, quote unquote next to nothing. I mean, it's not like saying they're cheap, but you know, you can go get them for 100 grand, 120. You know, and then for some people, if you work hard enough, you save up hard enough, 20, 30 grand down, and you've got a Lamborghini in your hands. I mean, that's putting more than 10% down. I mean, again, most banks want 10% down, and you can get into just about anything. Now, the payments is going to be the hard part, but getting into the car in the first place, I mean, that's half the battle. So if most banks want 10%, so you want a $100,000 car, you better have 10 grand down. You want a $10,000 car, you better have a grand down. I mean, it's easy math. It's all analytics. You sit there, you do your math, you plan it out, and that's it. If you sit there and you find the place with the best interest rate, which interest rates are through the roof right now, you can find your way into any car, in all honesty. Let's see, what else can I race? I can race the GTR Cup because I know I have a GTR. Cool. Will I win? Remains to be seen. I need to at least get third, and then I still have to go see if I have if I can get a 911 turbo, or if I have a 911 turbo, and then one of them isn't even open, which I don't know when it opens, but we'll try and find out. 4 laps on this Tokyo Expressway. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I have the soft tires on. I don't want hard. I don't need a power restrictor. We're gonna drive it the way it is. 4-wheel drive. Let's see how it goes. Got 4 laps on this real nice straightaway. Starting in 16th place in the GTR Cup. Ooh, we are losing it already. It is a 6-speed automatic. Alright. Taking that corner way harder than I was ready for. Trying to handle it a little bit better, but we are struggling on that one. God damn, man. Jesus, come on. We're in 10th. We got a ways to catch up, as you are really taking braking to the next level, dude. Like I said, oh, we are losing it. Here we go, come on. Back on that straightaway. That's where we gotta catch up, is these straightaways. It is a 6-speed, 200 miles an hour. Topping it out. go. Alright, we're in third. We're there. Yeah, we are where they want us to be when we finish, or better. So we have to get second or better through here. Damn. Damn. Not bad. Not bad. $80K. No clean race bonus, obviously. Another 200K. We'll watch a little bit of it. Because that stretch of road is cool to see. Well, I got another 200K, so maybe I can go afford a GT3 RS. We'll find out. It's new. 911 92 GT3 RS. Oh my god. God damn. It shows that one, so... I never wanted one of these cars, but... upgraded my collector level. I didn't really want it, but to do this, I guess I need one. Which is ridiculous, but is what it is. I want an LFA. That's what I want to get. So I'm hoping... Actually, I believe I got a $200,000 gift, so that's going to cover a majority of this GT3 RS. That's not where I wanted to go. I mean, I could do some of these cafe things, but... eh. Let me grab my 3 gifts that I got. Let's see what all I got. I got 200K, which isn't bad. That covers some stuff. Let's grab my little roulettes that we got. I will take an LFA, thanks. If y'all want to give me an LFA. I'll take a car too. Looks a Ferrari. That looks like a... oh, it's a Peugeot. A Puget. However you pronounce it. Cool. Increase my collector level a good amount. Stored in my garage. Let's see. 6-star? I mean, I guess I get some cool parts for a car. Crankshaft. Very nice. It's a stroke up for a DeLorean. I've already got all the DeLorean stuff. Sorry. Alright, well, world circuits, here we go. We'll go here. Event is not yet available. I want to complete 5, but I don't know how I'm going to complete 5. Why is it not available? I mean, maybe I have to do the rest of them? This is going to be tough. Because, I mean, I'm going up against nothing but GT3 RSs, and I believe they're all automatics. So I don't have to worry about shifting. No, I mean, I don't think it's that big of an issue, but 5 laps, special event. I mean, we'll see if it opens up that last event for doing all 4 of these, but I don't know what's going to open up that last event for me to get that 750. We'll see how we do here. I mean, I would like to get some soft racing tires for this thing, so we'll just do that if it lets me equip them. Did it equip them? I want my soft racing tires. Oh, that bumps it over 7? 673. God damn, dude. Well, it's a it's a rear wheel drive car, so at least I get my best grip in the back, which is fine by me. Alright, here we go. Good luck. Gotta get 3rd. And this is supposedly a driver's car. we're just gonna focus on racing here. So if I get quiet, just like on that Nissan one, just know I am focused on winning here, or attempting to, as I'm absolutely getting my ass beat around these bends. Man, I might end up having to restart this one. God damn, can't see shit. Still planted in 12th. Here we go, come on. Shift down, here we go. Pull through this corner. God damn, come on. Lose it a little bit, please. God damn. Coasting through here in 3rd, because if I go down to 2nd, I'm going to be riding the red line. Tap it, come on. God. It's not gonna matter, dude. I'm in 12th, I'm planted in 12th. I mean, there's not really much I can do. I'm gonna have 5 laps, but five laps where I am in 12th. And I cannot dig out here. I mean, I am trying to cut my lap time down little by little here and take these turns. But he is so far ahead, and it's not even because like I spun out or anything. They're just, it's in a Porsche. I mean, I'm not a Porsche guy. I need to get 3rd or better, and I'm already down a lot. God dang. Yep. Nope. We're gonna retry that. That was ridiculous. I mean, fuck how fucking far they are ahead of me. And at least I'm right there behind him. Turn the damn car, dude. See, I can't turn anymore. There's not much more leeway, and he is pulling away. I mean, I don't know what they have on me that's allowing... God damn it. Oh my god. What button changes my... I'm gonna end up having to restart, but I don't know what button I put to, that's not what I want. I lost it on that turn. I lost it. This game's done. Because I'm not, yeah. So, I'm going to change it from manual to automatic. We're going to restart it. I'm going to see if not having to shift and if it shifting for me will help me at all. I'm just going to focus on driving. See if maybe that helps me out a bit. Because I want to win this. I just dropped a bunch of in-game currency on this fucking car. And I don't want to have to deal with it. See, I mean, it's definitely handling a lot better with it shifting for me. Ah, I spoke too soon. As I hit the dirt. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god, start over again. Man, we are struggling with this one. I mean, and I don't think my tires have anything to fucking do with it. I think it's just this map and the way that the CPU is. I mean, it's 100% driver mod, but it's also got something to do with how the CPU are. Because I've gotta, I mean, I can't win if I'm sitting in, first of all, 12th to start with, and it doesn't turn as wide as I'd like it to, like it does with a controller. So we're going to give it another run as an automatic and see if that helps me catch up. And then if that still doesn't work, I'm going to try running it with the controller instead of the steering wheel and see if I can win that way. Too much. Too much. Lost it. God damn it. God damn it. Yep, nope, I lost that. Alright, well. Fuck, man. The hell? Alright, controller time now. God damn, these brakes fucking suck on this thing, dude. God! Like, these are supposed to be performance brakes, and they are not handling the way that I want them to. So, we're gonna exit, and I'm gonna see if I can fuck with the brakes at all. Because that's the way to win, is you want brakes on a fucking car to be the best brakes you can get. So we're going to back all the way out because it makes you go all the way out instead of you being able to fucking fuck with it from the menu. So it has to be 700 or less. This is my shop. This is my garage. This is not where I want to be. Back up. Back up. Tuning shop. Okay. $685. $690. $692. $693. $696. $697. That's 709. That's 701. High lift cam. That brings us to 691, going with the sports soft tires, but I might be able to do that all the way around, which will help a little bit. Puts me at 706 for going race reduction. 694. I mean, this is just putting out more power. Bore up puts us, ooh, 697. Do I have the suspension? That puts me at 700 on the dot. If I get ballast, where's that at? Where's my ballast? So I can go ballast and I can go power restrictor. I just need to bump it back just a tad. Because it can't be, it has to be like 699, which is fucking dumb. But is what it is. So it's at 777. I think that's out of spec for the race. But that means I'm maxing it out, which is fine by me. We'll see what it lets. Because if I have to tune it, I'll tune it, but I need to get the most power out of it that I can. So I'm at 777. Has to be 700 flat or less. So my power restrictor bumps it 704, but at max it goes 698. That's from 5, I mean that's 594. I mean stock, it's fucking stupid. Oh, I don't even have a sports computer. If I had a sports computer, it'd probably be even better. I mean, I'm not even gonna hit my top speed. So, I mean, I should be adjusting. And I don't know why it's going kilometers an hour. I need miles per hour. So 200 is 124. I'm barely getting up to 124. So me bumping it down, I mean that straightaway I think I'm getting up a little bit, so we'd probably want to go maybe 240, which is fine. I have no nitrous, bumping the ballast back. Carbon brakes, race brakes, which is better. Apparently I can get a propeller shaft, carbon propeller shaft. I didn't know that. That's probably extreme race. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Steering angle adapter I'm not worried about. So I might go with a -2 degree camber. That'll help me corner a little better. I might go with a 1.5. And that'll probably help me with cornering a little bit. I don't want it to toe out, to be honest at all, but we'll leave it the way it is. I'm probably going to keep, I'll probably just keep it at 0 camber. They have it at 3. So if 3 is good, then we'll go a little bit higher. We'll go like 4.5 all the way around. I mean, 6 is going to be terrible. The natural frequency, that's for the spring rate. That's my roll bar. How stiff it is. Higher the value, the stiffer the bar, meaning the body roll is restricted, making the anti-roll bar stiffer will invoke understeer, while stiffening the rear anti-roll bar will result in more oversteer. Lower the ride height, the lower the car center of gravity. So, I mean, might as well just slam it on the ground. Or we'll bump it up to like maybe 85. I mean, we'll see how that handles. I mean, we're on the sports soft tires instead of the racing soft tires. So, I mean, that's going to at least be better tires all the way around. It's not the perfect tires, but alright, I mean, my stability isn't looking too bad. Looks like my 0 to 0.25 is 10.68, was a little slower, but looks like my front... I mean, we're in the green, so we're going to give her a go, and we're going to use the controller. I'm not going to play around with the steering wheel and everything on trying to win after I've raced it a couple times already. We're in it to win it now. That's all it is. We'll see how we do. We'll see if we can stay with it. I mean, this is more powerful than a stock one, so we'll see if maybe that little bit of advantage helps me. Look at my camber. Yeah, it is cambered like crazy, but this has a lot of turns, a lot of corners. So the straightaway, it picks up a little bit. Oh yeah, that took that corner way better. Oh yeah, that little bit of power boost is much better. And the brakes are a bit better. Ooh. Alright, we gotta restart it again because we got tapped, and well, I tapped him and it tapped me way off. But now, I mean, that camber is crazy, but it's turning way better. Shifting a bit quicker, turns way sharper. God, that turns so much better. Perfect. Ooh. As we hit the dirt. Perfect shifting on that. We hit 7th gear way faster. As you can see, we are not really running through most of these turns at high gears and high speed. We are hitting most of these going 60, 70 miles an hour. I just need 3rd or better. We're already in 6th. I have a couple laps left, and these guys have to take these way slower. See how fast it's picking up those gears. I mean, that is what you really want for the road courses. You want a good steering, you want a good camber angle so you can take these turns a little better, and you want a short shift pattern to get you into your higher speeds and higher RPMs a lot faster. It gets you out of gear, it gets you into the next gear, and you're not sitting there floating in a lower gear. That's how we knock this out. See it? I can turn that so much sharper than I could before with that camber angle. Because before I'd be wide angled on all that. And see, we're already in 5th, and we're gonna max out in 7th. But by the time we finish this stretch and get to where we need to brake, we have hit our peak point power. So yeah, he took over, but I have got a much shorter shift pattern than he does. We're gonna be right on his ass. We're gonna come up to this turn. I'm gonna hit those brakes a little late. We're gonna skid right through that turn beautifully. And we're gonna tap here, we're gonna ride through here, hit the turn, skid a little bit, but see, it's able to maintain it because of the camber angle. I can take it a lot sharper than before, because before I had to be in such a slower gear, like a first or second gear, and now with a little tuning and figuring out what I needed to do, see, I'm gonna pass him, I'm gonna hit first here. And we're gonna need to be in almost first gear to round this corner, but see, I can still stay ahead of him. And we just hit the gas, and by the time we get to the bottom of this, we're not even hitting 7th, so not even hitting our peak point power, which is in that final drive gear. We're sitting right between these 3 to 6, except for that straightaway that we get through the finish line, so through the lap line. Ooh, and it can take it a little too sharp sometimes, but I think I'm probably a little way over on my camber. I'm about a 4.5 degree camber on it, whereas 0 is perpendicular. So having a little bit of camber, about 3 degrees, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, is not terrible if you're doing a road course like this. As we lose it, and I mean, I just need to hit 3rd, so took it a little too faster on that turn. But again, here's that straightaway. We're gonna draft behind him in 6th, already in our top gear, final peak power, hitting 160 miles an hour, and we're gonna coast right through this turn, draft right behind him, and we can take these turns, instead of having to go wide out there like the guideline says, I can stay right on this inside edge, and that's gonna give me that's covering more ground in a shorter amount of time. Just like how people say you want to find the quickest way from A to B, this is the quickest way from A to B. Stay on those inside edges, take that nice sharp turn. Probably should have slowed down a little bit more than I did. But see, I can stay right on this inside line, cross over from where I need to go. I'm not having to do a whole lot of extra. I'm able to take this whole line here right at going 80 miles an hour right on that inside edge. That's where you always want to be. Now, if you're going around a wide turn, like up here, you would want to stay on that outside line until you come inside, unless you slow down enough to stay inside and round it nice and tightly. So like down here, I'm going to hit this speed, I'm going to hit the brakes real good, and we're going to coast a little bit, find our inside edge. We're going to stay right there, inside line, float it, float it, float it, and we're going to stay right on that line, and that's going to be where they're having you start to adjust to, because realistically, that's the shortest way from point A to point B. And that's how you win on it. I mean, you follow the lines, realistically, they're going to tell you to go outside, to go by the speed of the car. See, they're going to tell me to go wide out there. When I can swing straight inside here, I'm going to come right up on this one. See, I'm able to talk more than now that I'm in the lead a little bit, have better control of it. And then we cut that corner and we just gas it. 5th, and again, short shift pattern here, 6th, and we should max out in 7th, but right as we hit our coast point, we hit the brakes, final lap on this one. Again, same thing, see how quickly it turns for me. And now I'm just playing the coasting game where we're just sticking right on this inside. We're not going too wide. We're just coasting through. He's still on my ass. I can see him right there. Almost losing it there. But we stay right on the inside edge. Right on that inside edge. Right there. Following the line a little bit. Which is not a bad idea. I mean, once you're in first, you can pretty much follow the line to victory. You can hear him skidding behind me. We're gonna hug this line. See if we can hug it going about 80-ish. Nice. And again, short shifts. Should max out in 6th. And you can hear us still in that 4th gear. Take that nice tight turn. Again, nice tight turn. See, it's got such a nicer steering angle when you camber the tires just a bit. It gives you a little bit more control coming around these corners. We're going to cap right over that corner and finish her out. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted. And you can see it's cambered like crazy, which is fine. It's normal. But that's what you want. We got 4 or 5. Let's see if number 5 opens up for us. Got 87K for that, which helped with some of the upgrades we did to it, just so that we can get a better grab of it. We'll skip probably to that last lap, because that's where we had the lead for most of it. And you can see he was right on me. Able to really take those nice sharp turns. And you can really see the difference in camber. If you look at them versus mine, their tires are way closer to flat, so you can even see right there. See, theirs should be at about 3 degrees. Mine's about 4.5. So I went much sharper turn angle. See, I mean, it's so sideways. It's almost like I'm, you know, playing the fitment game on them, trying to make the wheels look nice and staggered. I mean, that cambered fitment in real life racing is very important. See, I am so cambered in the back on these freaking 315s, and it makes it much sharper to turn. And then we're absolutely slammed to the ground, which helps with the handling a lot. You know, those nice pops from the exhaust. Had to put a freaking race exhaust on there, man. How can you not? And you just ride that line, man, the entire time. And you can see me. Beautiful carves through that. And again, carving through there beautifully. I mean, again, we get a little dirty. Get into the dirt a little bit, that's okay. It's just controlling it. So he took that a little bit better this last lap. Again, coming up on some of these turns, taking it nice and wide on that one. And just see how fast I get up to speed and finish it off. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's see if we can finish out and get the last one. If it opens. If it's not, then we're gonna call it a day, but we'll find out here in just a second. I mean, 2.5 hour stream, pretty good. I think the last few streams I've had have, you know, been maybe about an hour. Let's see, you open yet? Not available yet, so I don't know when that one's gonna open available. It says there's 6 days, so maybe that opens up later this week. Doesn't tell me, so I don't know. Oh, I can start going through all these too. Start winning all of these, but we'll get there. Anyways, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll catch y'all next time, probably tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling, but I appreciate all of y'all for jumping on and hanging out, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.